personal union approach. And now he's eating a regency. With Hunyadi taking it. Okay. Nice. Independent Hungary is, I think, stronger for... Why is he on my board? Okay, it's the rebels. God, seeing Hungarian troops on my border is just heart attack country. Your king can fight at least 2 men at once. Make your soldiers do the same. Yeah, 9 would be 18, but that's not all of Venice's troops. Perhaps looking weak is not such a good strategy anymore. I should tech up whilst I can. Hooray, I can build marketplaces, and that would probably be useful in Dubrovnik. But I won't, because I hate marketplaces. This is one of the most stressful starts I've ever seen from Jake. He's so jittery. I think we've had more stressful. But they've all been very similar to this. Bad Ideas Guy 2. When we started only in Durez. And yeah, that was terrifying. This is stressing me out, says Nightflight. Well, who else in chat is stressed out by this? A little stress can be good for you. Alright, screw Albania. Tiscaran is stressed. Rufi 131 is stressed, as is Triple Zer. Oh. It's really bringing out the people with awful names here. Well, at least I'm no longer at the point where I'm scared of Albania. Even if they brought in the Knights would have to swing by boat, and I should have Albania ravaged by them. But Albania still has Scandi. And Skanderberg, he's getting on in years. Hopefully he dies soon. Ah, speaking of Albania, I was meant to get a claim on you. Stop fabricating, because that's no further use. And start considering who else we could get friendly with. You know, Moldavia might not be a terrible choice of ally. If the Ottoman attacks them, they also attack the PLC. That said, the Ottomans would win, because they have Mehmet, who's still young and virile. And he's finished up that other stuff. But he has a truce with Moldavia. Why? Why would the Ottomans have a truce with Moldavia? It's mutual. Were they in a war against each other? Was it war? Why? Maybe Moldavia was allied to Byzantium. Whatever the case, it's a fellow Orthodox, and that could be an alliance for me. So too could be Wallachia. I'm not sure if having a Wallachian alliance is any use to me. There's a best CB war, though. Since when has Moldavia not been a Polish March? They have an event chain for that these days. Hey, give me that. Give me that province? No? Okay. Gosh darn, what could even be done here? If I had Dalmatia, then I could at least... You can join provinces via sea connection, right? To the HRE, that is. Well, whatever the case, couldn't hurt to be a bit friendlier with you. I'm threatened by the Ottomans, so that makes them like me a bit more. Probably not enough to get over the whole Orthodox thing. Alright, Truce with Venice is up. It's not impossible that they would attack me right now. Especially since Muscovy seems to be at war with their own ally. But Muscovy have that one in the bag. Wallachia would be stepping stone for Polish alliance. I sincerely doubt the Poles would want to ally me, especially since I'm allied to their rival, Muscovy. And I'll take Muscovy over PLC at this point. On very hard mode, Muscovy has the upper hand, at least until the Ottomans reach here. And then, yeah, well, we all know what late game Muscovy's like. Ottomans influence Ramazan. Okay, sure. Check Muscovy's debt. Come on, it's very hard mode. AIs don't get debt on very hard mode. Score comparison. I know how to spell. Muscovy have no debt. They generally have no problems. Here's to your new empire, lad, says Sir Bab. Why, cheers, Sir Bab. I'm happy to see that you've managed to grow from YouTube scrubbery. Man, legitimately being terrified of Albania is so strange. But I am in a chokehold here. That's the thing, even if you unite all of this, and it'll be a lot easier as Serbia, just the Ottomans or Hungary decide that you're dead, and you're pretty dead. It's a rough situation. Munster dishonor with the Isles? Okay. Because Tyrconnell decided to conquer the Outer Hebrides? What a guy. On the plus side, autonomy is trickling its way down, so my country should be getting together here, right? Well, not there, it's a strong seat of aristocrats, but surely the rest are okay. Rumour is spreading that Georgia will attack Imereti. If I wanted to reach out over there, it's not an impossibility. It's far away from my distance, but I could, for example, vassalize the remnants of Imereti and then use that as a catalyst to conquer more here. The downside is there's almost no way I could march my army over there. Well, the Ottomans would be okay with it, my ally Serbia would be okay with it, and I bet Trebizond wouldn't object too hard. And since Georgia is the one attacking, why did Georgia think they could get away with that? I read that right, it was Georgia v Imereti, right? Georgia is preparing to attack Imereti, so between them, Georgia and Trebizond think they can take him. It's not a great idea, but it's one of the better ones I have right now, and it is USSR land. Right. Tell me more, map. I said tell me more. There we go. Yeah, it kind of stretches down there, right? Oh, and then some. This is not the map that I'm going to be using for final borders, but I wanted to at least consult it there and see that it could be claimed as Soviet Union land. What excuse is Jake going to find to beat up the Iberians in this camp? There's always an excuse. How about they are mocking Granada? That's fine, right? With the lack of other things going on and the relative security I have from my 2.5 allies, I feel a little vindicated in going and attacking Imereti. Georgia might full annex though, and that could be a problem. Maybe I should have a boat, like at least one boat. Let's keep our eye on the situation. Let's erect a cog, maybe even 2 cogs. Let's get ambitious here. Let's make sure that we have military access to our ally. And if I have the space, which I do, get it through the Ottomans. Because if Imereti is left with a province, I could subjugate what's left and then use that as coring distance to get, say, Caucasian lands. And since I'm allied with Muscovy, it's a safer place to be, because if, say, the Great Horde attacked, Muscovy would come and torch them. The Ottomans have declared on Albania. Ah! Okay, damn. That is too important an event for me to ignore. That puts the Ottomans at war with... not Venice. Ooh. Wait. Venice said no and then re-guaranteed you. Venetian ruler is cruel. Okay, that is just not right. So the Ottomans get a free war in Albania, a free border with me, and there's nought I can do about that. God damn Italians. Let a day pass. Yeah, not happening. We can see what happened there. Yeah, Venetian prestige is also down in the gutter because they declined that call to arms. And I bet they'd also save Rhodes as well. And that is exactly why the Ottomans took that bait. Damn. I got no recourse against that, other than I should make sure that my Ottoman relationship is as good can be. But he's going to be bordering me with a permanent claim on my capital. And whilst I have allies, it's not anti-Ottoman allies. Especially since Muscovy has not fully mobilized the Russian lands, and may not if the Danish take over Novgorod. Could you attack Albania now to provoke a better war with Venice? It wouldn't be a better war. It would be me against Venice. There's no better in that. And again, still nobody wants to be my ally, of course. Social mobility. The burghers are demanding things. I mean, the nobility and clergy would hate me for this, but advisor cost would go down. Or the burghers cause a lot of problems for me. Well, I guess the nobility are going to hate me. Wonder if I can do anything for the nobles. Guess not. God. Oh man, Venice have single-handedly done me in there. By not actually doing anything. I might have to reach out to Wallachia and Moldavia for those alliances, because with the Ottomans breathing down my neck, it's too dangerous not to have a laundry list of allies. And the miners really stack up, especially miners that have fortifications. Not exactly plural. Damn, double damn. Imereti is still a nice opening as well. Georgia and Trebizond went for it. Caucasia is getting involved. I could best CB it and just walk over, but that's assuming, and this is a big assumption, that Trebizond and Georgia are the ones that are going to come out on top here, and that might be too tall an assumption to make. I can have Miltech 5 whilst they're on 4. And if this drags on, I could even have 6 over there, 4 or 5. Oh, and I'm taking that. There's no point delaying. I would have to delay quite some time, though. Let's consider our options here, because if everything goes Pete Tong here, I need a holiday home to retire to. It's also the best CB. Gotta say, I think taking risks is about your only option with Albania going down. Yeah, Hungary won't offer me any absolution. Neither will Austria at this rate. If I'm busy over there, I don't think all the king's horses and all the king's men are gonna save me from Venice. There's a reason he's still on my border. Imereti and Circassia. Why are the Georgians so confident that they can take them? Georgia have 10,000 and Trebizond have 9,000, whilst Imereti have 11,000 and Circassia have 5,000. That could go either way depending on where everything's fought, and if they're on the aggressive, well, Imereti do have a very well located fort. Georgia do as well. Trebizond have the best fort. I think we should take a look and see how that war progresses before making our investment. Who's the better bet as a savior? Wallachia or Moldavia. Moldavia has a longer truce, and frankly, the better guarantee. So I'll put my eggs into the Moldavian basket. Meanwhile, let's keep that relationship with the Ottoman absolutely cushy. The best I can do is not over 100, so I wouldn't be able to even have a chance of getting them friendly here. Migrating anywhere else sounds USSR enough for me. Move the revolution home. Let's get some better units at least. There we go, the Georgians are laying siege to Imereti's fort. Georgia's probably going to go for full annexation here, but I could stroll in and could subjugate Circassia. But imagine this: Georgia full annexes Imereti, Circassia are out of the war, but Circassia are in my war. Circassia become war leader and call in Theodoro and Great Horde. Maybe I shouldn't fear Theodoro, but I'm in what could best be described as a rot right now. Seeing as this is Soviet Union, we'll be going revolutionary. I can't really answer those late game questions. I don't have a plan for them. Okay. Maybe I did pat myself too hard on the back earlier and it's coming to bite me. On the plus side though, Muscovy just annexed a lot of very useful land and cleverly, left Yelits to the Great Horde because it's a bit of a bane for the Muscovites to take over that wrong culture, wrong religious land. But this good old Muscovite Orthodox. Get big, fat and strong, Muscovy. I need all the help I can get. And for the love of God, take Novgorod. Occupy one Imereti province so they can't full annex, but also help them win the war. Yeah, but the battles could go so poorly for me. How are the numbers looking for them right now? I bet they haven't really fought, right? Imereti has 14,000, but Georgia's on my mind with 12. Treba's owned have 9. Ottoman alliance is a good thing to keep an eye on. Ramazan and Tunez. Okay, I was hoping it would be Akkayunlu because that would be a buffer stopping the Ottomans from expanding in this direction. Instead, they're expanding in a very not okay direction. Damn it, if I had declared the moment that he had... No, I think the Venetians put that... they put that guarantee down very quickly. Are Imereti full annexable? No doubt. Their land is fairly garbage, so what are they, 60% to annex? 75. And Georgia have cores on all of it, so they would likely go for that. So many ways this could backfire. Oh wow, and that's pretty bad. Trebizond is under siege themselves. If Trebizond get occupied, they're kicked out of the war, and Imereti wins. This siege might not be very nice for them, but... I wonder what Circassia is up to here. Not having eyes in the situation hurts a bit. Let's get eyes in the situation. Again, at least we're making money. Trebizond's in big trouble. Come on, boat, tell us more. I know there's attrition, but... Oh. I don't want to call my shots this early, but Georgia's in a lot of trouble. Is there any tech advantage either side? No, it's all fair. Tech 4 all around. Where's the Trebizond army? It must still exist, right? Yeah, there are 9,000 of them. doing what? I don't know. Probably cowering in perhaps Erzurum, watching their own province get burned. The way you say Circassia reminds me of Cardassia from Star Trek. I won't claim to know what you're talking about. Both sides holding out pretty well. Okay, down you go. They could attack into Circassia, would be the wise thing to do. I don't think Trebizond would drop that siege, and even if they did, that would be probably good for them. Disease outbreak. No, that was Defender's Desert. God, this is all bad news for me. I'm glad I didn't get involved, because then I'd have 23,000 very angry Emiratis. They're trying to do what, or rather Georgia and Trebizond are trying to do, what Imereti is doing to Trebizond by forcing Circassia's capital to fall. But Imereti have much of a jump on Trebizond, that's it. That is, unless they cock this up royal, game, set and match in Emireti's favour. No CB Georgia? No. No. I'm not saying I couldn't expand from here, and they certainly have the cores, but Georgia is not a subject I'm looking to have, whilst I have Bosnia that aren't super satisfied with the situation. And what is with these numbers? Imereti and Circassia together have a 37 strong navy. I have one cog. GFC. Oh, I could, I wouldn't annex land, I would make a subject here, and then I would annex land adjacent to the subject. You can do that inside your own continent, and most of this is Europe, so I'd be safe in that regard. They're going to work on this. Circassia hasn't gone anywhere, they've done well with status quo. Now there's supply shortage, so they're going to race to get that one down. They should make the decision to kick out Trebizond, take this back, destroy Georgia, and then it's victory for Imereti. Even though occupations don't look good for Imereti, their situation is far preferable. And look at that, there's almost no garrison here. Okay, I shouldn't take my eyes too much off of what's happening over here. I really wish Venice would go away, though. I mean, is that too much to ask? Let's get friendlier with Wallachia while we're here, trying to make a laundry list of friends. You never know when, say, Muscovy turns cruel and then they wouldn't help me out. But no, they're just. Venice have the gall to claim Dubrovnik. Oh, I'm getting sandwiched by all these bullies. Okay, they've given up on Caucasia. Oh, but they have given up on that. Okay, that's all pretty bad news for you. I'm going to pay off some of this inflation. I have way too much of it. Goodbye, admin. And we're going to make sure that corruption is paid off, even though it's money we don't have. And you're about to die, so let's get you back. Don't really have the sailors for this, but it was good to see what was going on. Trebizond, they have not kicked them out of the war yet, even though they totally could. They shouldn't have dropped that siege, but oh well. Did you see what they're working on for Dawn of Man? Actual plows and farming optimization. I mean, I've had my fill of Dawn of Man. I can't see myself going back to it anytime soon. There are many games to play, you see. God damn, Venice, I am very not happy with you. Emireti are winning. They better not let that go to their head, though. You gotta peace out Trebizond and take down Georgia if you want to win. Even though it's in my interest for you not to win. But that's... the opportunity there has come and gone. Perhaps it was never really there to begin with. I thought it was a great idea, though, when I heard about Georgia attacking. But if they had united their fronts better, they would have had this. Oh yeah, many Xenonos to play as well. Goodness gracious, why is nobody cleaving Venice into little itty-bitty pieces? Austria hates them, Hungary hates them, even Aragon hates them. And Aragon is still independent. Oh, oh, oh. This could be a very interesting union. 60 years old, 53 years old. There'll be opposite genders on the throne, assuming they don't kick the bucket at the same time, and that more or less solidifies the Castilian, the Iberian wedding. I am indeed threatened by Aragon, Castile. Perhaps you would want to be my sugar daddy. Yeah, Venice is very strong. Even though I took money off of them by selling them Donji Cry, it's also made them not like me so much here. No patriarch authority means I'm just taking the money, thanks. It's not a lot of money, but I need money. Especially as I get rid of that corruption there. Jake, will there ever be more games on the list of mod games? Yeah, it gets added to periodically, especially when I play games that kick my ass and I want to see them done very well. Some people have taken nasty advantage of that and given me games that they knew I would fail at, so I would add it as mod games and complete it themselves. Very underhanded, but I kind of like that. It shows a good level of forward thinking, careful planning. Jake, where are new additions to game? Says T-Snack. And I don't understand what you're saying. If you mean EU4, then 1.30 is... I don't actually know when it's due. I haven't been keeping track of the dev diaries. They're letting this fall pretty badly. Okay, well, look at that. Imereti did such a play there, they decided to take Trebizond for themselves. Oh well. Sometimes you just gotta hunker down and suck your thumb. The opportunities will arise. That goes against my mantra, which is normally, there's always an edge. Find it and use it. But Montenegro is in such an awful position. Like, better than when we were just Zeta with 3 nations declaring war on us. But still, in terms of reaching out, why is Hungary hostile? Why would Hungary be hostile to me? Ottomans, look, Hungary doesn't like me. You would want to be my friend now, surely? No, they're about to border me with a permanent CB on me. Of course they won't. Your enemies are Venice, Poland, and Ottomans. Poland aren't about to be my friends. Moldavia, big friend, be even bigger friend. No, but not far off. Oh geez, you better counterattack at Caucasia. Your ally is out of there. Oh no. And I put a claim on Albania, which means the Ottomans think I now have a claim on them. Oh no. Thrice and a trice is saying, how's it going? It's going very green. It's about to go very green. Or brown. Or blue. They all hate me. They all border me. And they know that my friends don't amount to much. I'm sure you can 1v1 the Ottomans, says Calloy. Yeah. Ah! Abort. Abort. Serbia now hate me. They decided to rival me. Jeez. The saving grace on that one is that Serbia now has a truce on me. It is definitely time to pay our troops. I'd puff my chest out a bit more if I thought I could muster it. But we're already at our force limit here. Ooh. Maybe I should have just gone for it anyway. The migration is coming faster than expected. At least Muscovy aren't cruel. This is also good. The Danes didn't take Novgorod, so Muscovy can still expand in that way, and they're about to gobble up Rostov and Belo Ozero. Moldavia don't want to be my friend. Dang. Serbia's cancelling military access. The Ottomans have not gone hostile, and they have had the months to think about it. I need to keep those relations with the Ottomans as friendly as can be. Remember, they like the fact that I'm threatened by Hungary. They may have that, you know, claim on me, but that doesn't make it impossible for them to go friendly with me. Just makes it nigh improbable. I know there's not much point, but have you marched Bosnia? I have, but I'm not even big enough to get the march bonus because I sunk so much dev into them just to make them fight with me against Rage Gusa. Alright. The Ottomans are not friendly with Mamluk. I could throw an insult at Mamluk to bump up those Ottoman relations a bit further. I'm just not getting that friendship with Moldavia. Dang. It might be pretty futile trying to get the Ottomans to love me. But you never know. You just never know. Serbia are still guaranteed by the Ottomans. Why don't you give me that guarantee? In fact, why are you guaranteeing them? Good grief. Alright, oh no. He died so young. Now I have this guy who couldn't sort out his papers to save his life coming to power after our disastrously subpar queen tries her hand, and our queen is cruel. Ah, jeez. Okay. Muscovy, tell me about your war. You're attacking the Great Horde for reasons unknown. The Great Horde are allied with Uzbek. Does that mean you're at war with Uzbek? Yes, it does. Don't get so exhausted in this war that you wouldn't save me, please. Meanwhile, I think Operation Moldavia and Wallachia friendship should be put out to pasture, whilst I chuck an insult at Mamluks that is so biting that the Ottomans will want to be my friend. Your blood will make the soil take you all that much. Yeah, okay. The Ottomans are having a cheap giggle at that. Bosnia want to marry me. Marriage won't save me where I'm going. On the plus side, legitimacy has improved considerably. That gives me extra Diplo reputation, but that doesn't magic me up some friends. And I said I'm close to Moldavia. If I just got that royal marriage, I'd be a whole lot closer as well. Maybe I should try my hand at it. But I need to keep those auto relations as high as they can go as well. Let's try our luck with both of them. Moldavia, let's make babies. Not even. Alright, well, let's keep friendly with auto friends. Trying so hard, but they hate me. My army's pathetic, my navy's pathetic, wrong religion, too many Diplo relations, and neutrality all hampering it. At least a very hard malice isn't there, but that border is a tall price to pay for that. Still friendly with you, which is good. Imereti is winning, got their fort back, and are putting the Georgians under siege. Every time I say Georgia, I think of that line from the poem. Even the Georgians are making their plans. Damn you, Serbia. Damn that Dr. Fred. We're 4 out of 4, but I might marry Wallachia in the hopes that I get their alliance too. I mean, that's, again, grasping at straws here. When you're grasping at Wallachia as an ally, you are really grasping for the straws. Especially since I'm paying for it with legitimacy. Paying for it with a lot of things, frankly. Oh, also, you both hate each other, so if I get one, I can't get the other. Should also prep a claim on Serbia. They could also try going for me. If I ally Wallachia, at least they won't call in Wallachia, because we're at the point where people can use favors now. Good grief. That truce will run out, and at that point, neither of these will look that much better than the other. Just trading Hungary for PLC. Best CB Wallachia? Why even? I'd get them as a subject, and then what? Hungary hates me, Moldavia hates me. I can barely fight an OPM with my 9,000 strong army and no forts. And I don't want to rival Serbia in case that puts me in a bad situation diplomatically. Let's keep that diplomat absolutely clamped onto the Ottomans. He still really wants my provinces. He has that claim and it's permanent. Can't think of another... Well, I could get the event that gives me better relations with my neighbours. That would be nice. I don't have the money to gift him all the way up, and that would be a big risk to do as well, because financially it would cripple me. He just has to turn mental on me and then I'm going to die. Alternatively, I was going to say Mehmet dies, is replaced with a diplomat and wants to be friendly, but I'll take that as a close second. Alright. The light at the end of the tunnel has revealed itself. We held on, and our prize is thus. Venice have declared direct war on the Ottomans. Switch those names around. Ottomans have declared direct war on Venice. Jeez, how do I use this? How the heck do I use this? Grab Dalmatia and join the HRE, says Pratis. Can somebody tell me if sea border counts for joining the HRE? Because that's not outside the realms of possibility. They still have this laundry list of scary people. But if they lose 15 prestige in this, they'll be at minus 50, which will destroy their trade league and get rid of all of these guys. Then they will only have the knights. Sea border does count. Okay. Plans are often gonna change, and here's exactly how this one does. We are... well, we already have a claim on you. Well, we have our subject's claim on you. I could claim Dalmatia if I really want. Might be better, but... I don't know. I'm gonna prep my claim on you first. It would make taking Dalmatia cheaper, and it's already quite expensive. Alternatively, I could make friendly with the Austrians, so that when I try for this, and boy will I be trying, I'll be more likely to get it. It'll still be an uphill climb, but you know what you know. This is the best shot at anything I've got. The Ottomans don't want Dalmatia. They probably only want this. I just hope they do a do or die war against them. Let's build a spy network for now. At the turn of the year, I'm going to pull my diplomat from you and start improving relations with Austria. As long as my diplomat is improving with the Ottomans at the end of every year, it won't slip down. Offer access to Otto so he likes us even more. Brilliant. That is close. That is gift to plus 100 close. Unfortunately, the scornfully insulted will degrade. And I can't think of another way that I could make them like me. Well, Is this like one of the hardest campaigns he's done? New here, sorry, says Rebel Ham. No, not the hardest, but it is still a terrifying campaign. Montenegro starts with this one province. Everybody hated me. At the very start, I was declared on by 3 nations. But we finally have an ally. We used to have 2.5 allies until Serbia decided they'd rather screw us over than fight against the larger foe we have here. And don't tell me that Venice is going to win this, because I couldn't handle that. Seriously, I need Venice to lose so hard. Because if they go to minus 50 prestige, they lose all of these guys that would otherwise protect them. To put it another way, no matter how hard the Ottoman were sweeping the floor with Venice, I cannot attack as long as they have that laundry list of allies. Also, I forgot and I let that relation degrade, but oh well. So, I can't have the Venetians win a battle. I must have them lose many battles. I said can't have them win. Yeah, jeez. Patriarch authority is nice, but gaining prestige for free is very nice. The Ottomans ate a disadvantage. You better have reinforcements coming in there. Oh, far from good news for me. You'd think watching the Ottomans get spanked would be great for me, but it's not. I mean, that was just one army. The Ottomans have many more. They're probably besieging... Yeah, there we go. 20,000 over there. Hopefully they don't get stuck in Corfu. If Venice doesn't pan out, you got a small sea adjacency with the Pope. Ah, you're suggesting that I reach for Ancona against the English, the Gelrans, not to mention the probably 20,000 troops that the Papal State himself have. 21,000. There's a guy on YouTube who says he can't stand watching this because of the way I pronounce Papal State, to which I say I have an authentic Italian who tells me that it's Papal, so too bad for you. Ottomans, please. You're meant to be the big bully of the game. Okay, who wins? The Ottoman arsenal or the Venetian... Well, the Venetian one's a whole lot bigger, but the good money's on the Otto friends here. He's got the morale, he's got the leadership, he's got the Venetians destroyed there. Good, kill that prestige, but kill it a whole lot more. It's degrading upwards, which isn't good for me. He gains 1.5 per year. Oh no, he went to Corfu. It's a trap. It's always a trap. And now they're spilling in with reinforcements. This is why I don't want to fight Venice as is, as long as they hold the trade league. Because Venice calls upon Mantua, Frisia, Salzburg, and it's just... any one of them could defeat me. And together, they're giving the Ottoman Empire a run for their money. Not to the point where I'd fight the Ottomans, heavens no, because then they'd have Ramazan and Tunis on their side. Okay, counter thought. Ottomans get spanked so hard they wouldn't rescue Serbia, and I crush Serbia. That is dangerous thinking. Trusting in Italians, is this a joke? Okay, no, but this is a joke. The Ottomans are fighting against 8k. They took the hit. And they don't have that amazing leadership this time. Oh? Ha! Always believe in the Ottomans, baby. That's not causing the losses for Venice that I need. But it's possible that Venice lose the peace deal so hard that they lose that prestige. But then I would fight a Venice that isn't at war, and that is every bit as dangerous unless I have allies that would help out. And newsflash, I don't. Nobody wants to be my friend, even though I'm so close to Moldavia and Wallachia. I pushed that about as high as I could muster, and it's not enough. Not even close to enough, and I'm eating over relations for that. Maybe I should get rid of that military access I have through the Ottomans, because it's costing me here. Even though I may want it down the line, let's just not pay the dip for it. Okay. Relations is so close to insult. Many a time I think I've thrown an insult instead of improving. A Venetian victory would cause some weird stuff. I don't think so. Let's say Venice won with like 30 war score. So what do they take? They take 2 or 3 provinces off of the Ottomans, and then 10 years later the Ottomans kill them. Either way, I need them roughed up, and I need people not to be causing me attrition here. I don't like that. I don't have a lot of manpower as it is. Alright, I can at least get my claim on Dalmatia and free up my diplomat. I wonder if I could threaten war for something whilst he's busy. The answer is absolutely not. Well, Manly Mantua don't want to join in. That's a start. Now I need all the others to say no. Muscovy wouldn't join in even if we did have favours. Ooh, no, distant wars. Minus 214, good grief. On the plus side, Muscovy's winning against Great Horde. I wonder if they're winning. You don't guarantee anybody or anything, do you? No, it's a shame. It's a good way to check and see if an ally would join you or not. Let's say I was Austria and Hungary was my ally, and I wanted to know if Hungary would defend me. I would do something like this, and then check to see, okay, Hungary don't have any malices here, so they'd probably help me. Their manpower and war exhaustion isn't much. Muscovy would still defend me. And they're at Tech 5, lucky us. But we'll soon be at Tech 6, which is a hard win against anything up to 1.5 times your army, in most cases. Would Golden Horde still defend Circassia? No, Theodoro would. Not sure if I like those odds. I'd still have to walk on over there, and Theodoro and Circassia together pose a considerable risk, but Circassia is at Tech 4. Oh no, Theodoro probably taking the mick here, but Theodoro have a force limit of 10,000, Circassia have a force limit of 13,000, and when they see me marching in, they'd probably put it to use. Don't like it. Don't like it. It also rids me of a lot of opportunity here, but the opportunity isn't coming easy. Come on, Ottomans, let's be friends. I'll improve relations so I don't take the hit at the end of the year. Instead of going down from 97, it goes up to 99. I'm still a long way from having anything that I could call a friend. Austria's not even near the top of this list. Good grief. Minus 74. Well, I got my 100 with the Ottomans. That's as good as I can do for now. Any new conquests? No. I mean, I started with Zeta, then I took 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces, then a 5th, then I sold this one for heavy dosh, which is still, I think, a good idea. But now, I haven't taken anything for a while. The Ottomans are winning the war. Good for them. But I need Venice to lose a lot harder than they're losing right now. Because look at that. Let's say I even had Venice isolated. Jeez, they're all marching through my lands. Get off of me. He summons 25,000 like it's nothing. What kind of strength are we looking at when we consider Venice here? Venice have 35,000 active troops, 7k manpower, 3 mercs, and a force limit of 36. Not sure I mentioned this before, but Venice are terrifying. They're actively terrifying me. Milan just became an interesting individual. No allies, but they have Savoy as a non-rebellious personal union. No, I'm looking at that the wrong way. Savoy have Milan as their personal union minor. That is very bad news for me, because Milan is often a source of friction for Venice and could put the sword into them. Now, Venice are safe on this front. About as safe as I would be if Hungary were under Austrian yoke. Hungarians are more neutral to me these days, though. Not impossible as alliances go. Let's try our luck. Get a claim on Serbia. Serbia are still guaranteed by the Ottomans. So I don't think I should go for that claim just yet. Corfu's going down. The Goers are going down. Look at the bright side, Jake. The Venetian navy is becoming a thing of the past. They still have more of a navy than I do. Most people will forever. Dalmatia is going down. Not that I could threaten war over it anyway, but still, rough times are ahead. Got as good relationships as I can with the Austrians for now, unless I wanted to scornfully insult somebody like the Pope. Which, you know what, might not be the worst of ideas. You never know when that plus 100 relations means a friendly. Actually, there's probably a very easy way to know that, but I haven't looked into it. The Papal know nothing about running a state. Sure. Why not? It's not like they're ever going to be friends with me. And hey, look at that. Good relations with the Austrians, but not enough to secure alliance. Certainly not enough for that marriage. If they would just drop some Diplo relations, well, just one Diplo, or they get Diplo relations, that might help considerably. For now, though, let's just make sure we're always friendly with them. Oh yeah, I have nothing planned for the late game, so if you ask me, oh Jake, are you going to go such and such? It's a bit of an empty question at this point. Good. Slaughter the Venetians, get them out of my face. They won, but again, that prestige is not falling fast enough to end the trade league. Tragic. Urbanization. Base tax in Dubrovnik. I could probably do without base tax in Dubrovnik, given how troublesome a province it is for me. Especially since I will need to convert it eventually, and it just costs an arm and a leg. But still, we'll do it. Ooh, the burghers gain influence for 20 years. Alternatively, they get pretty mad. Ugh, more unrest down there as well, as if I didn't have enough to worry about. But the burghers gaining too much influence is dangerous in itself. Very dangerous. They could demand stuff from me and take over. Yeah, nah, we'll have some disgusting Dubrovniks for a while. And some disgusted burghers as well, but there are things we can do to cheer them up, which would not make a lot of sense given the decision we just made. Oh my. It's only a 10% shot, but the Castilians decided against the Iberian wedding. They went for some local talent. I wouldn't exactly call Isabel Trastamara here talent, but it means Aragon's free to be Castile's enemy and stir up politics in Italia, potentially integrating Naples and being a massive pain in my rear end. And again, it would be a Spain pain in the rear end, so, oh well. Damn Venetians, can't they just all die? I don't want to surrender any of this stuff, they think it's far too valuable. Meanwhile, the Ottomans continue to win the war, slowly but surely. And they continue to not be my friend. Very sad. If they would just get rid of that accursed permanent claim they have on me. No Austria-Hungary and no Spain. Interesting. Interesting indeed. An alliance, but it could go a long way. Well, Tuniz would not help the Ottomans, we got that going for us, but Truce with Bosnia is up. Thankfully they are fairly loyal these days, probably because I'm much larger than they are. One of my early thoughts was just to vassalize them like this, so I could remain in OPM and join the safety of a trade league. I'm glad we didn't go down that path, truth be told. Okay, now many people would not save Venice, but since Dalmatia is actively being sieged down, this doesn't help me. And plus, Oldenburg and Salzburg would still join in, so it's not too great for me. We did as much as we can with Hungary, and it's not enough. Again, everybody's got too many Diplo relations. There's not a lot I can do against this overwhelming pain. This is going to get worse before it gets better. And I don't think making Serbia an enemy will make things better, but I will prep myself with a claim on them because there's not a lot else that my diplomats are doing or can do at this point. Still, the others don't want to be my friend, and we're better off without Ottoman. There's a lot of strange decisions being made right now. Crimea decided not to be the Ottoman march. That is excellent news for me, because when Crimea is a subject to the Ottomans, it vastly increases Ottoman influence here, which would make them butt heads with Muscovy, and Muscovy would not be for the better there. Would the Ottos defend Serbia? Excellent question. I wouldn't take the fight anyway though, because Wallachia would come over and clean my clocks, even though I could get Tech 6 soon. Their numbers are just too high. Even fighting... oh, good God. Even fighting Serbia on their own is a risky biscuit to be considering at this point. Jinx, could anybody be my friend? Aragon? I mean, I am threatened by... Again, too many diplomatic relations crushing me there. Once upon a time, the AI held one back for a human. Those times are long gone. And again, if they just dropped one of these, or if one of these guys were about to be annexed, then that would free something up Austrian side. But... oh, who would I... oh, yeah. Got excited about a potential royal marriage? No, it's bloomin' Bosnia. Savoy, not too far away from a marriage. That is a little interesting. Savoy has Milan, again, a loyal subject, and they have Lucca and Firenze. That is a powerful combination of attached Italian nations. Let's... I mean, I'm casting a wide net here. Savoy is a ticking time bomb. France will almost assuredly want their land at some point. But as long as they're holding this from the Swiss... yeah, Savoy is great. Very well defended, rich land. They're a good nation. So let's hope they're a good nation on our side. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Why would the Ottomans decline military access? It's not in their strategic interests. They're so close to wanting to be my friend. Minus 44 might not seem very close, but a flip to friendly would add all of that. Because they're plotting to kill you, Jake. Shh. No need to say that. No need to make people that unhappy. Every game of EU4 has foul play. The AI are guilty of it. Yeah. I mean, I've done a lot of horrible things to AIs over the years, but it's different when it happens to me. It's not allowed to happen to me. Jeez, this is grim. Venice are losing big time. I should almost certainly have a free diplomat so I can see how this can be exploited. And of course they wouldn't just give land to me. I'd need some very good reason for them to do that. Serbia on my borders remains quite terrifying, but if they did attack me, Well, if they attacked me, the only reason they would do so is because Muscovy would say no to the alliance, and that itself is a terrifying thing. Let's get back to building that spy network. Turn maintenance down. Serbia's busy. No, I'm in too dangerous a position to turn maintenance down. What I will turn down, though, is my fleet maintenance. Why do I actively get corrupt? Oh, it must be my religious disunity,